Let's get start. Let's start. Oh, see, ou tande le paske li pa connecté.
No.
Aske ou pa gen headphones.
So that means
2022.
I could not put my mom on the podcast.
I thought we gave up on that.
No, 2022. Nou still pa gen headphones.
I have them. They're just not. Yeah, you got it.
Li pa bon pou
You
nou.
got it. You got it.
Li pa bon pou nou. Li pa bon pou nou.
You made it.
Est-ce qu'on tande? On ti volume, s'il vous plaît. On commence comme ça. Nous parti. Yo, is this 2022 or what year this came out? 99?
Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe.
This is home. This is like, oh yeah, this is like.
Oh, you know this?
Nah, I know this.
You know this?
I got it.
Who doesn't know this?
Hey.
Whoa.
Now, some people may not.
Whoa.
Some people may not.
No, where were they then?
Mark on it.
Not born.
I'm about to watch. BD. Mwen pa ka kontrole nankor. BD. Hey. Mwen pa ka kontrole nankor.
Me too.
Selena out here covering.
T-Vice gon lawsuit ka bin souli. Won't you?
Yeah, we exposed them.
Oh. Hey, they're the original. They came out. They did the original. This is the original. It's not a cover. Hey. What's good? Welcome to 2022, and we are. What's good? It's Mark the Dreamer.
Hey, this is Gigi.
And it's your girl Leona, and you are listening to the Haitian Millennial Podcast.
Welcome. This is the Haitian Millennial Podcast. New year, new us. Nah,
Not really.
New year, same.
I
us.
don't want. I'm not on that bandwagon.
You're not on it.
I might be new. I might be different. Who knows? I don't know. I already look different.
Okay.
Step
Yeah,
one.
whoa.
that is
Talk about it.
true.
Talk
That
about
is
it.
true.
Looking different.
Step one. When you look good, you
Somebody
feel good.
complained about the gunshots. They said to turn it down. I
Who-
ain't gonna
who
say
was
who
it
it
at?
is. I ain't gonna say who it is, but you know who you are. I'm just gonna turn it down a little bit. You say I be at work, yo, them gunshots just killing me. I be like, all right.
They don't have headphones.
I guess in that.
Not everybody can share
I
iPods.
can't focus.
Oh,
What-
gosh.
Share iPods.
Relax.
AirPods. iPods. AirPods.
Eh, nou kompren.
Sorry.
Creole, anglais parle, anglais kompren. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But welcome to the Haitian Millennial Podcast. I am still in 2022, Mark the Dreamer, and to my right,
This is Gigi the Realist.
still realist in 2022, and to my left,
It's your girl Leona, and I'm amazed that I'm still here.
yes,
Glory to
2022,
God.
Yes.
2022 a bien
Yes.
passé. Yo, m'a kompren, nan video a kom si m gon vant. Monsieur, m gade komanse fè sit up 2022.
Just suck it in, Mark.
Okay,
You
well,
gotta, and you got to put your shoulders
yeah,
back a little
put your
bit.
shoulder
Like,
back.
We only gonna talk about only gonna talk for 10 minutes. That's how long I can.
no, you gotta have
What
to.
are you
You gotta have to.
talking about?
Nah.
That's how long I
nah.
can suck it in. I can't keep it for now.
Women, we know the secret. You just keep.
You're fine, Mark. You look great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Rocking the green.
Look at monochrome.
Thank you.
You see that? You got-
Yeah.
I
Hey,
don't know.
hey, listen.
Came to stab. 2022.
Orange, huh? Orange. All right. Well, I don't know. Where do we start? It's been a lot of events.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we had a lot of Christmas events that
did.
we partake in. Did you partake in any Christmas parties? Because Gigi, we happen to work in the same place. And
Yeah, you guys are always celebrating
We
without
met.
me. Anyway,
we had something. I don't know if we want to talk about that, but yeah.
no.
But I'm not even going to use that as a topic. But let's just say, you always get a plus one. That's all I'm gonna say. All I'm gonna say
That is true. That is true.
Every time you're invited to a Christmas party, you always get the opportunity for a plus one.
That is true.
And you got to choose that plus one wisely. You know what I mean? That's all I'm gonna say right now.
You made a good choice.
Let's start the pod.
I had fun.
I like it. I like it.
I don't
Fun-
know. Christmas
fun-
for me was
applause.
blur.
Applause. Round of applause for fun. Round of applause for fun.
I couldn't bring it back down.
Huh?
You shouldn't let me bring it down before you brought it up.
Hey, go ahead.
I had COVID. Y'all already brought it up. Talk about fun.
Do we have a break? You know, one of those like the DJ breaks.
No, like.
Yeah, we gonna put that in post production.
Yes.
Post production. When she said she had the vid,
Yes.
we're just gonna have that.
I did. And
Yeah.
I was laughing at you a couple episodes ago. That's what's crazy.
You were laughing. I don't
Doesn't-
see. I don't even remember her laughing,
No.
but God,
See, when you
remember.
20 But you see, that's the growth in 2022 for me. I'm not waiting till someone tells me I have to acknowledge what's going on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring it up myself.
Mm.
Don't know how long it's gonna last, but I will try. And yes, I had the vid and all the symptoms that you explained.
Yeah.
Oh, they came.
Yo,
They did.
You know, we look really bad right now.
I know.
Both of us, 2022, still unvaxxed.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
And we're the only ones who've had
The vid.
the vid.
No, it's kind of crazy.
And now, Gigi, we just want to apologize to you right now.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Because you're the wiser
Yes.
person of this group. Like, it's just round of applause. 2021, you know what I'm saying? She did what she had to do.
Yeah.
Let's not, say anything.
I'm boosted as well.
Okay.
We're gonna
Qui épisode ça? Épisode 19?
Uh-oh.
19? Yo, nous fini. Nous fini. Parce que qu'on y a pour na chercher un Walgreens pour na le vaccin.
I'm
Qu'on y a
gonna.
là. Parce que non. Gigi get un vax, di get un boosté. Tout ba ça et nous même nous faire
You
rien.
know what it is, though? You're right. You're right. But when the zombie apocalypse happens, right? Right?
Talk about it.
We're going to have to kill Gigi.
Because y'all are the zombies or
No,
I'm the zombie?
because you're a zombie.
Let
what?
me tell y'all something.
What do you mean?
No, let me tell y'all
Wait.
something.
Balade.
No, that's fine. That's fine. In that scenario, I would rather be the zombie. I would.
Oh, so you don't think we want to fight for our I probably wouldn't fight for very long.
That-
I'm not gonna lie.
Have y'all seen what happens in those movies?
Yeah.
The zombie is better off.
Yeah. You might be right. You're right.
Damn.
I'm gonna be an awesome zombie.
No.
2022.
I'll be a nice one. I won't eat nobody.
Gigi coming with the game. The gang.
She is. She's already checkmate already. She's already fired. We gotta catch up. I don't know. It's fine. We're here. We're good.
Déjà. Golfet. But anyway, let's not really skip over the actual severity and the seriousness of having COVID. So
Oh yes.
we're glad you went and killed that. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna curse. We're still a family-friendly podcast.
Of course.
I'm glad you went through that and you on the other side now, able to tell, of course, the story and what you went through. But at the same time, you're here with us. Round of applause for that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people did not get through that. So God is good. Is that what we say?
Absolutely.
All the
Absolutely.
time.
So anyway, how long did it last the whole time? Or
Oh, when I actually exhibited symptoms, I want to say for like 2 days.
Let me do the get up use Google exhibited. Exhibited, DVD, both. Exhibited. Okay,
But
good.
I want to say I was sick over the course of like a week. But the worst days were like 2 days of those 5 days where like I was exhausted, my body muscles aching. I was very winded, not coughing much, but I just knew that I was struggling in terms of like breathing and not being winded, and the chills, like switching back between hot and cold, that was like a lot.
Wow.
And then I started to see like a trend and people were like, oh yeah, all December everyone's getting COVID. And I don't know if it was the Omicron, Omarion variant that was hitting so many people, but I'm just thankful because I know like Mark said, it is a sensitive topic. A lot of people have been affected by it, and I'm just super thankful to say that after those days, and yes, I felt it full force, just like you when you're like the eating, like you couldn't eat it. You don't really understand the symptoms until it's you, honestly. It's just different. It's like people talk about it, but then when it's you, it's like, oh no, I couldn't eat, I couldn't walk, I couldn't this, I couldn't that. It was just, but again, I'm just very thankful, sticking to the bright side of this personally, that I'm good.
How did you get through it? What did you use?
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm also really bad at, and I'm a little embarrassed to say this as a Haitian. I'm really bad at like taking care of myself when I'm sick. Like me, like I need other people's help. I'm not good at like, oh, let me go get tea, let me do this and do like the, holistic type stuff. I'm always like, I need my mama. I need my mama. I need my mom. But my roommate, she's a nurse, so she was very helpful. And then when I went home, my mom had my face in the hot pot of water with leaves in it, had me drinking mixtures of hot sauce and ginger and saucy and all types of stuff, like shots of it. She would literally fill up a shot cup and then be like, take it. So that was super helpful. So
hot sauce.
Yeah,
it was like a spicy mix. I don't know. They know what they're doing.
They know for sure. It was in the WhatsApp group.
It was.
They know what's up.
Exactly. So they always know. But again, just thankful. Everyone else, be safe.
Another round of applause. And if anyone listening, if you had COVID, prayers, of course, that you went through it, or if you're going through it right now. It's brighter on the other side. Trust me. When you have it, or when I had it, I felt like, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, but it's brighter on the other side. I think more people are coming out with it. Like, as far as like being like, hey, I have it and it sucks. Like before, I think
it was mad secretive.
When you had it, you just don't tell nobody. You only on the other side is like, guys, I feel well. But now it's like people are going through it in their stories, and it's sad because I don't know what to say. So it's like, if somebody like you're not really cool with, but in their story on IG, they post like, oh my God, I'm dealing with COVID. This sucks. And I just like, damn, am I tapping? Am I tapping over, or am I?
That is awkward.
I'm so glad you brought that up.
That is awkward.
But there's two different type of people who watch stories though. Like I'm like a tapper. I didn't read it.
Okay.
I'm just like a tapper. So it's in my defense, it's genuinely I didn't read it. And it's not like any malintent or anything. I'm a tapper. But then I don't know, you're right, Gigi, because it could be awkward if you did read it.
It depends on how they share the news. Because there's like have you guys saw like on TikTok and Reels, they'll be like current situation, so they like sick. And it's like, how did you get here? And they show themselves at a concert at the club. No mask. And so it's like, how do you like, am I supposed to laugh? Am I supposed to tell you get well soon?
Yeah. Like, it's tricky, but here's what I did. This person, I don't know them, but however, I follow their story, so I kind of like feel like I know them. So when they were going through it, I felt like I should say something. So I said, yo, stay up. It's brighter on the other side.
That's so thoughtful.
Yeah,
you hear me?
So thoughtful.
It's you know what I'm saying? You're gonna make it.
So thoughtful.
It's gonna work out. You know what I'm saying? And he said, good looks, bro. And now that's when I didn't know what to say next.
I think
you just like it, or didn't say nothing?
Did you like it?
I didn't open it. I didn't.
It's not funny. I'm sorry.
No. I didn't open it because I didn't know. Like, I feel like if I liked it, then it may feel like I just, said.
So you want him to feel like you left him on red?
I didn't know men went through that. I didn't know that.
I didn't.
I'm learning a lot of things what men go through.
No, I didn't know that they went through that. I didn't know.
It was too much for me to say. Because right now I felt like, because we don't have a bond. So maybe I felt like if I said something, he probably is obligated to say something else. Now we're at this crossroad, like.
But he could have just liked your message.
Yeah.
But I would have been offended by that.
By me not opening it again?
No, I would have been offended by like.
Just liking it?
Yeah, like if I'm like, my gosh,
like, you know
what I'm saying? Like, oh, I hope you get better. And you just like my message. Yeah, like my way. And I know that we're not the
this is the
topic.
I went out my way, my boy.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I went out my way.
I get you. That's what I'm saying.
My
like, you just like my message?
There's effort to press down and like.
Yeah, but
I disagree.
Lazy.
Yeah.
It's either
you could have hit a thanks, just like what he said. Like, yeah.
Sometimes I get a little bit more offended if it's a thanks.
Goodness.
Just thanks? No, thank you. No exclamation point. No emoji.
I'm one of those too.
Thanks.
I used to be in my talking days, and this is, don't judge me.
Go ahead.
In my talking days, if you wake up in the morning and say GM, no.
No, that's disrespectful.
I feel like a woman saying GM, that's.
No, I probably already said this on the pod, and if I'm repeating myself, that's fine because it's 19 episodes. I'm bound to do it. But GM, I always go, what's that? A car company? General Motors. I always like play a joke about it, but I'm really serious. Like, what are you
It's
doing?
rooted in laziness.
What are you doing?
That's how I
I
feel.
feel like it's more effort to type GM than good morning.
More effort.
You think
What?
so?
But in a bad way. Like you could have just
Yeah, you
wrote
could have just wrote the whole
good
thing.
morning.
And there's
I agree.
auto population.
I agree.
You could just literally good morning. As soon as you start G, it probably the good morning is the first.
Like you could also like, hey Siri, like or like the
No one
the
has
text talk.
no one has ever GM'd me, but if they did, block.
I've definitely got a GM from random people. Yeah,
I don't like that.
Ooh, I would block.
like a random
like that.
DM would be like GM or like the what you doing. I'm like, well, you're,
Oh, don't I hate that.
you're never gonna hear from me.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Let's not get in the rabbit hole of my
Yeah, we love
of
to
the
do
thoughts. However, we're glad you're okay.
Thank you.
We're glad you're here. Over the time we didn't pod, I didn't have any serious illness.
Good.
Thank God.
Good.
But before we go into you, Gigi, how you doing? I want to apologize to the people who listened to the past 2 episodes, part 1 and part 2. And this is maybe a personal thing. And if you feel this way, don't tell me, okay? If you feel that way listening to the last 2 podcasts, don't tell me. But you guys were so great with the questions. I loved it. Questions were good. But I rambled like a mom.
Oh my goodness.
I
Lord.
went like I felt like because what happened is the story's in my head, right? I never told these things, right? Like I think I probably purposely did this because I was working on a documentary about my trip to Haiti, so I didn't talk about it with anybody, right? I talked about it to the camera,
Right.
and it was like me telling the story in my own timeline.
Yeah.
But when you guys asked the questions, so many things went into my head at the time you guys asked the question. So I didn't give the exact answer because my brain that's how it works. It's very scattered. And I'm like, oh, shoot, that happened too. Why you asked me this question? So as I was editing the pod, I started realizing you asked me a question. I had to like scroll. I had to like move the cursor so far, maybe like 10 minutes even, for me to get the answer like that you asked. So I was like, damn, I felt like if somebody's listening, I know, of course, some people hit me up and say, yo, that was great. They loved the episode. But it's just on my personal thing. If you feel that way and you felt like I rambled and went all over the place to get to one answer, keep that to yourself. But I'm just saying, I apologize. But I will do better next time to tell my stories instead of, having
No,
that
I felt
ramble
like
aspect.
I felt like you were trying to get us like it's a journey.
Yeah.
And then I wouldn't want you to interview like an interview where it's like, so how was the trip? And then you go, good.
Yeah.
What? I think you took the time to really try to let the listener know what you were experiencing. Thank you for liking our questions because I was like, I was like, dang, I'm like, this was such a pivotal moment.
Yeah.
Like
the questions were good. And I think we got, especially part 2, because you guys, I didn't, part 1, usually every episode in the beginning, we have our fun. And then the second part, it's always like the deeper stuff. And I started to listen to myself. And by the way, I'm no longer I'm not putting out a documentary. I started like the editing of the episode. I started to feel like I felt at the time. And I literally got emotional just editing and seeing the hospital, the people there and all that stuff. And I realized like when I talked about it from that angle, if you're not Haitian, it's hard for you to really, and I really wanted to title the episode like Family Business, but we already did that. And I was going to title it like Internal Affair in a way, because I felt like,
that would have been really good.
yeah, but I didn't want to throw anybody off because I was like,
that would have been dope.
So, damn.
He's
Mark,
like,
you
thanks a
should
lot.
have just gone with it.
Things that should
But,
be said in the group
In
chat.
the group chat, exactly.
Yeah, my bad. So, but the reason why is because I think it's our business. It's Haitian business, right? It's our way. Like, if you really want to know about what happened, you would intentionally hear that and want to make a change or hear something that will spark a change, right? But somebody else on the outside may not understand it. They may start now because we're in a judgmental bracket when it comes to Haiti. Everybody. So the stuff I was saying, although it's something that we need to work on, but somebody that's not Haitian may listen to it and be like, damn, you're not making Haiti look bad in a way.
Yeah.
Or
now-
even other Haitians could have thought you made Haiti look bad.
Yeah, that happens too. So that's one of the reasons why I don't think I'm gonna put out the documentary. But here's the alternative to this: I'm gonna keep everything, right? But I want to actually look at every place that I visited and the things that I did. I want to do another trip where it's not documenting how we helped; it's documenting like what are some things that we're doing to make that different. You know, we're talking about the hospital, and I'm like, dang, a better documentary would be 5 years from now, go back to the hospital based on possible things that I could get involved in to see what changed.
Mm-hmm.
Is because, you know, I didn't say this, but in the documentary, there was no medicine at some point. So now maybe let's see if we can find a company or somebody to help with that hospital specifically. It's not every hospital in Haiti, but let's just say if we pick this hospital.
Or even if it's open 24 hours now.
Right? And finding a way to tell that story from 5 years ago, 2021, how it was.
Yeah.
And then you're looking at 2026 or something like that. And you have those two clips. And you put it I think that's a better documentary because you putting the effort. Me, I look at it this way. It's almost like a responsibility. I want to be able to spread that message. Like, how do we get, and this might be a little too much, but imagine if we had a group of Haitian millennials that we were visiting this spot now.
Mm-hmm.
We're going out there to see what's going on. And we get to visit Haiti maybe for the first time. Some of our listeners haven't done it.
Yeah.
Maybe as a pod, we figure out a way to take a trip. It may not be like next year or the year after, but like somewhere down the timeline to make that happen. So rather than just, because I think right now, I'm not trying to be PR guy, but Haiti is being painted. Everybody, every media is now trying to paint Haiti in the best way possible.
You think so?
Wait. Trying. I don't say they're doing a great job, but they're
trying. There's an attempt.
I feel like there's more to it. Cause like so now I shared something during the earthquake, right? Somebody went to Haiti and he was showing Port-au-Prince and all the good parts and all the can't scoff.
So you're saying Haitian people in the media are trying to portray?
Yeah.
Okay. 'Cause I was like,
yeah,
what?
not Haitian media. Sorry. Because some Haitian media just don't care at this point. But they're trying a bit. And if you're putting content that make Haiti look good, they're reposting it. They're putting it out there.
Okay, I see what's happening. Okay.
So I don't think me putting a documentary about how horrible things were at the time that I went is gonna help that.
I think
PR piece.
Yeah.
I think I would like to show when it's better.
Yeah. I totally understand what you're saying. It's more of like a things go without saying. Like, I don't have to show this. We know that obviously an earthquake in Haiti, which has happened before, is devastating. We don't have to then highlight that. Of course, there's a call to action, but we don't need to make the main focus of how bad it is in this current state. I think that's awesome. I think that's super amazing that, and telling for past and present or where there will be in the future. Because I don't know how much of that there is. Like, personally, when I think about myself, I don't know how much I've seen of Haiti where it's like clear before and now this is it after, whereas I see what's just happening presently. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I don't see a huge contrast between like, this is how it was, this is it now.
Let's do it.
So
Let's do it.
I love it. I think to your point, I love that you have made a decision not to feed into trauma porn because I do think Haiti is content for that person that wants to, like, and I hate to say want, but there's something that some people get satisfaction in watching people suffer or seeing like hard situations. And what I'm really challenging people to stop doing is saying, oh, I watched this documentary, or I see this video, or I read this news story. Man, I'm so aware. I'm so helpful. That the end. And I don't think they say it like that, but I do think there's now this kind of like movement. It's like, as long as I know what's going on, then I'm doing my part. And I just think like as a immigrant group, like for us to be in the US and us to be as established as we are, I can't imagine why there isn't a company or organization that could go back to that hospital and find a way to get them medicine. Like, I want that to be out here.
I was trying to keep this spot in.
are you okay? I know that, but let me tell you, when I hit my funny bone.
There was nothing funny about that.
name that? I need to know.
It just felt funny. That's what they talk about.
They have a sick sense of humor.
Sorry, that was just so funny. Let me get myself together. Gigi,
for y'all that's listening, we just took a break. Took a little break and came back.
Oh man.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
But to your point, Gigi, when you said that, like, well, we can speak towards the millennial age where it's like knowledge is enough, you know, almost for any situation. And I think that we've moved from, like, you know, if you think about like what 20 plus odd years ago, we were like, or more than that, really, we were an industrial type age where it was about strength and grit and moving and shaking and like definitely physically changing things, whether they were good or bad. But we had that age where now we're sitting in the information age where that's all you need. So if I have the information, knowledge is power. And that's what it means for us today. Like that's all we need. The call to action or putting motion behind that isn't necessary because we've shifted over the course of a couple of years now. And as millennials, to be quite honest, we do what's in our interest. So just having the information and me being able to say, hey, I know about this, I know about that, is enough for me to sit pretty. Like that's enough.
Yeah. It's one of those, but you feel like we're gonna change that, or you think it's gonna be the same?
I want to say that a change should. I want to say that, of course, change is definitely invited, but I think that COVID has definitely shifted a lot of the idea around what's a priority for me individually and what's not. Because I think that the philanthropic, or however you say it, move to, like Gigi said, like, well, why isn't there an organization dedicated to figuring out why Haiti didn't have medicine at the hospital? Now the priority isn't figuring out why something outside of the U.S. isn't working. It's about what's not working here in the U.S. So I think that that's really what we're focused on. It's like so many people are unemployed. So many people are quitting their jobs. There's so many different kind of economic and socioeconomic, like there's just so many other disparities here that don't compare at all to what Haiti is going through. But now this is our priority and that's it. Like we just need to fix it here.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see how, because the pandemic has made it very clear of just how much issues we have here in the U.S. I can see how there's now a shift to say, let's be internal. Let's work on ourselves.
Yeah.
But Haiti is such a playground for, white saviors.
Yeah, it is.
And so I just feel like if we don't, I don't know. I just feel like I'm confident, and I think you being a guest speaker at the Club Creole's
that was awesome
event. UF, shout out to UF's Club Creole.
Yeah, round of applause for them bringing that conversation to their their group in the club.
Yeah, I felt really inspired to see Gen Z take the time to say, you know what, they could have talked about anything at that meeting. They could have literally anything, because they're college students, right?
Yeah.
But the fact that they took the time to like have that meeting, to educate themselves, to invite you to come give a firsthand experience, and then the types of questions that were being asked.
Yeah.
Like I just feel like there's Haitians here who are going off into their respective careers, but I think they're being a bit more mindful about, okay, what can I do? Because I'm like, ooh, there was an engineer in that meeting. There was an urban planner in that meeting. There was somebody in that meeting that heard you and give your opinion. And while you can't go off and, fix the housing issue, I think somebody in there can. I feel confident.
Just to give you guys some context, listening or watching. On the anniversary, was it 12 years, right? Damn. 12-year anniversary of the first recent earthquake, not the first earthquake, first recent earthquake that happened in Haiti back in 2010 in Port-au-Prince. So on that day, on the anniversary, I guess you would say, or the remembrance, because it's not an anniversary.
Yeah,
remembrance.
It's like
of the earthquake. I was asked to speak on the first Club Creole GMB is what they call.
GBM.
GBM. Yeah, sorry. Dyslexic. It was an honor for me to speak on that, speak on my experience, of course, on the recent earthquake and how I felt at the time it happened, originally back in 2010. So it was awesome, and especially hearing Gen Z being interested in. I heard somebody said they were gonna cook in their dorm, right? Because they're college students. They were gonna cook fritai, and they were excited about the culture, the food. So it's always good to hear that because it still lives on, right? The culture doesn't die, and I think some of the people that were on that actual Zoom, they listened to the pod. So shout out to you. Round of applause to you. Thank you for listening. I don't know how they found the pod before, but round of applause for them for listening and also shouting us out because they put HMP on that chat. I was like, my heart. I appreciate it because we don't say HMP a lot. You know what I'm saying?
No, we
don't. So our true Zummers. So shout out to that.
Yeah.
And 2022. I don't know where my gunshot's here.
Take it easy.
My gunshot's here.
My
round of applause is here. Where's my air horn? Nope. There you go. I found my air horn. There you go. I found my air horns right here. So, but 2022, we want to shout you guys out because we did something, it's not a lot to a lot of people, but it's a lot to us. And we're not using these numbers as a way to celebrate success, but we also are thanking you guys for following us because our journey, we started with just 3 stories, and now we have 1,000 followers on IG. You know what I'm saying? Round of applause, air horns, gunshots, all of that. It's a celebration time. So if you got AirPods on, I'm sorry. Gunshots are going off. All right. So 1,000 followers, you know what I mean? And we have over 5,000 listens. You guys are listening to us tell our stories. And I think I was talking to somebody and they were like, what is the Haitian Millennial podcast about? I was like, it's us. it's 3 millennials telling their story and their journey through this land we call America, like how that influence and how we were taught, the things we were taught at home, and our upbringing and how that affected us all the way to this point of what we call adulthood, right? And they were like, that has a meaning. Like, you guys are talking. I'm like, really? I just thought we were really, telling our stories, and the fact that we're able to relate. I know we're not relating to all 5,000 or plus that listen to the podcast, but we're relating to a lot of you guys. So, and I want to say thank you for all the comments. Not we, as a unit, the comments, the shares, the saves. You guys are doing this. We didn't get to 1,000 followers because, we're awesome. We might be that too, but it was because of you guys. You guys did all that. You shared it. Whether it was at your school, whether it's at your job, wherever you shared it, you did that. Yeah. And you got us to where we're at. And let's just do it again, Another round of applause, gunshot, and air horn, all of that.
If I could,
thank you.
Absolutely. Big thanks to the audience, wherever they listen, wherever.
I think I saw somebody like this. We got a lot of 1%, like a lot of places. Let me pull this up because I don't want to forget any country. We got to do this. And I don't know if it's the algorithm doing this. But whoever's listening to us in all these countries, I'm going to shout you guys out, whether it was just for a second or 2.
Right. Even by mistake. Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you. Thank you for stumbling upon us.
Let's see. There you go. What? 93%, of course, in the U.S. So round of applause.
Yeah.
We got 3% in Canada.
That's
good
what's
shots.
That's because there's Haitians there.
We got 1% in Puerto Rico. What up, Puerto Rico? We got Germany, shout out Germany, 1%. Panama, France, you know what I'm saying?
Go.
UK,
Wow. Japan.
Of course, Haiti 7%. We need to bring that up.
That's
in 2022, that's the goal. We need more Haitians listening from Haiti.
Maybe too much English for them.
Maybe.
I don't know. I might have to get cut then.
We got Brazil. Yeah. Haïtien nous là. Tout le monde Haïti, go keep it. M'ba parler plus créole dans le podcast là. Go keep it. All right, now we got Brazil. We got Dominican Republic or Chile. Oh, all the Haitian in Chile. Ireland, South Korea, Romania, Australia, Italy, Poland.
We gotta keep
Mexico,
our eye on those.
Singapore, and last but not least, Switzerland. Woo! You know what I'm saying? We out here.
I don't think people realize how much how global Haitian people are.
Yeah.
Like,
I did not.
No, we really
for a while.
Yeah, we really be out here. We be.
Yeah. And I appreciate. It seems like most of our listeners are smart. 59% Apple Podcast. Yeah, smart. We like that. We like that. Then Spotify, Google Podcasts, and 9% others. I'm not gonna say others, yo. But our core, and I'm sorry to bore you guys with some numbers, but our core is truly like what we do. The most people that listen to the pod are between 28 and 34.
Oh, millennial.
Straight to it's us. It's us. It's us. Anyway, damn, 65% women?
That makes sense.
You know what? I don't even.
65%. I don't know if I should clap for that because our male is 31%.
No, you gotta clap.
Nah, man, we gonna do
clap,
real
clap.
quick. Clap. No, but overall,
what you're doing right now is like what I was gonna mention. It's a testament. Like we're not doing this and then like keeping tallies the entire time for every single one we record, every video, every any piece of information we drop. We're genuinely just doing it because we enjoy having the conversation. We enjoy interacting. We enjoy the work. And I think that just you going over that, me and Gigi, all three of us were like, what? I had no idea. Like,
shook.
So
we are literally international.
international pod.
Yes.
What's up?
We gotta update our blue bio.
International pod. Yeah. But we appreciate every single one of you guys for real. And also, like I was on Apple Podcasts and I seen reviews. I was like, reviews?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
But anyway, if you go to our IG, you see the reviews. I'm not gonna spend too much time on us right now. It's about you. All right. Go to our IG and you'll be able to see some of the reviews left. But thank you all for sure. This is real. The realest. So the next thing we're gonna talk about in our conversation is actually gonna be. Let me look at my docket. You know what I mean? So I got a story for y'all real quick. I'm not gonna try to drag this one, but
who keeps bullying you?
Like
who? Yeah. Who is that?
Maybe I'm bullying myself. So the
feedback
thing is,
right.
So the thing is, last week, real things, real stories. You know what I'm saying? Where else you gonna get it besides the HMP? Anyway. I was home, my fiance, and it happened to be the time of the month. You know what I mean? It's just that time, and you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I just move out the way, you know what I'm saying? I just move out the way. You need anything? You know what I'm saying? That's really what it is. Because I guess when it first starts, it's a little heavy, right? Pains. I don't know.
It's not
the
good.
Cramps, fatigue.
It's shocking. It's like, oh, here it is again.
Fatigue, all that stuff. Right. So she was going through it and she said, babe, can you bring me a bag or a rice or something with the rice? I was like, what are you talking about? What's that?
Mm-hmm.
And she sent me the link to do it because she wasn't feeling that well. So I look at it and it said to take a sock, put rice in there, heat it up in the microwave.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess that holds heat for maybe like 15 minutes so you can put it on the spots that you're having the cramps in your back or your stomach, wherever.
Yeah.
And my first thought was, what?
I've never heard this.
Really?
No.
And I think I am speaking the same way. I thought a towel, wet towel.
Yeah.
Heat it up. But rice? That didn't sit right with me.
That's genius.
No.
What?
That's a Haitian gaspillage.
How are you gasping?
In the
sun. You wash it.
No. Moi, j'ai dit
I wouldn't.
chaussette.
Wait, are we wait?
Chaussette.
Would you really use the rice again?
I would throw it out, but
oh yeah, I would throw it out.
You don't throw away rice?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
You don't
I would
want
absolutely
you don't
throw it
want
out.
to eat it.
No.
You don't want to wash it.
No, I think we should abolish the system.
Of
Rice.
rice bags?
Let's use something else.
No.
It's too.
So I have a story.
Dili rice is too precious.
I have a story. This is why
rice is too precious.
Don't listen to Mark, y'all. So I'm going to tell you a story. I also was experiencing pain during the time of the month. And so I was like, oh, let me heat up a water bottle.
Qui ça?
What?
Mm-hmm.
Avec toute bouteille là?
I put water in a bottle, a microwavable safe bottle.
Oh.
And I put it And
Like
no-
like you poured it from a plastic bottle into a different bottle?
Yeah, I took water and put it into a
Okay.
different bottle, and I put it into the
We're following so
and
far.
I put it into the microwave, right? And so usually what I do is I take the bottle, I wrap a towel around it so it's not too hot, and I place it where I need to place it. But I hadn't closed the top correctly,
I see where this is
so
going.
I took the bottle out. It ended up splashing all over my leg. I have a scar from a 3rd-degree burn.
Talk about I can do bad all by myself.
It's in the shape of like South America.
Why can't I get back comme ça?
What do you mean?
Ou tá dit comme ça? Ou pas le bon une histoire que l'autre
And that's
boule.
why you should have used rice.
And that's why you should use rice.
And that's why you should have used rice.
Marie moulin? Y'all want to use Marie moulin?
I don't know. I don't for
What?
what?
Marie moulin's better. We don't need that.
Oh my god, I love my moulin. Don't do that.
But not over rice.
What?
I'm not choosing Marie moulin over rice. For those of you listening that's not Haitian, Marie moulin is, how do you say Marie moulin?
It's
grits?
cornmeal? No,
Cornmeal.
it's not.
It's
It's cornmeal.
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 It's cornmeal.
Yeah, use cornmeal instead of rice. Don't do rice. Don't
But
disrespect
I don't-
the rice like that. If my fiance is listening, I'm sorry, baby. Like, don't disrespect her. I felt disrespected when I was doing that for you.
What
I
type
know
of rice
helped
was
you.
it? What type of rice was it?
Maybe it wasn't long grain.
It was long grain.
Oh.
Oh,
It was long grain.
D showed
She
it.
lucky
you
it
can
wasn't
use D
Jasmine.
showed it.
She lucky
yeah.
it wasn't
You
jasmine
don't
rice.
Use that brown rice.
Yeah, you don't.
She lucky it wasn't Madame
you don't
Gugus.
waste.
If it was
yeah.
Madame Gugus, I would not touch that rice. But she lucky it was from Walmart.
Yeah,
She lucky it was the long grain from Walmart.
long green.
On go sachet deal, oui.
Why
Like,
don't- why don't-
Regardez,
you know what you
même
should do?
3 cups, oui, 3 cups deal.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot.
3 cups deal,
That
les
is
gars va
alright.
manger.
You know what you should do? You should buy her the short grain rice for her to use.
But I'm confused. Why is she? No, she should reuse that item. Why was she? Did she empty
No,
it, throw
the
it
sock,
away?
no, the sock is still there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But if you know, like we
Oh,
have
so
our
save it
like,
in the
yeah,
area, never to waste rice again.
correct,
Look at Leona
I
with the
feel
solution.
that.
correct,
I
yeah.
feel better. I feel better.
Because-
Parce que des fois, c'est chaque mois.
No,
Gaspiller 3 cups deal.
that's
Chaque
what
mois?
I'm saying. You can't
Non,
do
mon
that
cher.
every month.
Non,
No,
mon
no,
cher,
no.
non, mon
Mark,
cher.
you're not down bad like that.
Oh, 3 cups.
Please don't do that.
Combien comme deal?
You know what,
I-
Gigi?
But you're not.
You just reminded me of what I said earlier.
I don't want to
And
make
you're
entrepreneurs
like,
look
"Aw."
bad, but Dewey's expensive, bro. Dewey's expensive, bro. I eat Dewey all the time. I eat Dewey 5 days a week.
Oh man,
Do you
that was
really?
funny.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
I think
What, you
men
want me to eat
are
mashed
different
potatoes?
from
Let
us.
me
No,
not.
no, wait,
I'm
wait,
not
wait.
giving
Men
no.
are different from us.
No, no.
I'm not giving no
Hey,
food
Gigi,
takes on
Gigi,
this pie
Gigi.
after what happened.
Gigi, what do you want me to eat? Mashed potatoes?
My moulin.
Nah, son.
Ou pas comme je salade.
Salad. Salad pour décoration.
I want to. Oh my god! So since we're talking about rice,
No, when you go to the Haitian restaurant, they give you that little salad on the side.
I don't
You eat
never
that?
That's
eat
at
it.
the
You
Haitian
eat that?
restaurant.
You
We're
eat that?
in your house. Yeah, I do actually.
Nah, that's
Listen.
that's decoration, man. Don't be doing that.
I have
to
a
make the plate
story.
look good.
Since we're talking about rice, you brought up rice. So I was down south with my mom and I had COVID. You know, she was taking care of me, and my mom had like a doctor's appointment, whatever. I was like, "Oh, mom, let me go like grab you something to eat." Don't ask me why. I was like, okay, what would a Haitian, and I don't mean this any way derogatory, but I was like, okay, what would my Haitian mother want to eat? Like rice, obviously. So I went to Chipotle. Now
Big
stop.
mistake.
And she loves it.
Oh?
She literally called me and was like, hey, can you like Uber Eats her some Chipotle? And she loves it. And her description to me was, I was like, Mom, like, why do you like it so much? She's like, lipa get grace. Like, lipa. I was like, okay.
Yes, I
So
like that.
then I was like, okay, let me bring something else for my mom home. And I went to La Granja.
La Granja.
You know, and everybody loves La Granja, you know?
Putting poor tropical to shame.
Oh,
Anyway, go ahead,
absolutely.
go ahead.
And I brought her that. She didn't like it. She was like, no, it's too heavy. It's greasy. It's this. She felt like Chipotle is lighter, like you know.
The cilantro rice.
Right.
I tried
Exactly.
to make that. It didn't work.
And I thought it was hilarious because all of my other Haitian millennial friends then made my mom a joke. And they're like, what? Your mom likes eating Chipotle? No Haitian would like eating that on
That's
a
what I
regular
thought.
basis. No, exactly. And I was like, no, she likes it, guys, and let's leave my mom alone.
Maybe let me have my mom try Chipotle too. Maybe this should be an experience. I'm gonna get my mom.
I
to
did.
try
I got her,
Chipotle.
and my mom truly enjoyed it. She said it was fresher. She felt like it was lighter. I'd use the brown rice, chicken, like, sour cream, all that. She's
So
like,
you were shamed for that.
I was shamed for that. They're like, why does your mom love that? My mom's a great cook too, so I was a little confused myself.
But I love Chipotle too.
You love it?
You do?
Yeah, I love Chipotle.
I have mixed
Oh.
feelings about Chipotle.
Well, I love my bowl. Let me just say that.
Okay,
love
then what's your bowl?
My bowl. I
What's
don't
your
like
bowl?
anybody else's bowl because
Yeah.
they
What's your bowl?
What's your Chipotle bowl then?
I feel like I'm about to get judged. Like as soon as you asked me what my bowl was, I felt like
Yeah.
in my bone,
Yeah, absolutely.
deep inside, no something
I'm not gonna judge you.
in my blood.
I'm not gonna lie to you and say that. Please tell me so I can.
I'm curious.
See,
for
I
real.
don't think anybody can make a Chipotle bowl that I like besides the way I make it. So first of all, Chipotle chicken is not
This
good.
is not an ad for Chipotle, by the way.
So no, it's not. I'll skip it. This is the ad for Resto en la Calle. Okay. But
Period.
anyway, I put white rice. Right.
Whoa, we're already
Well,
on the
oh my God! Y'all gonna judge me for the white rice? Y'all get the brown rice?
yeah,
No. The
I
brown rice
didn't
don't
say
taste the
anything.
same.
I didn't say anything.
Let me go. Okay.
Go ahead, go
Okay.
ahead.
Jus blanc. White rice, black beans.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Then we move over to the meat section.
Mhm.
Pause.
If you say sofritas, I'm gonna die.
No. I guess I get half steak.
Okay.
Oh, compliqué, oui.
You know what I'm saying? I get half steak and I get half carnitas. Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
They be cheap on the steak, but they give me a lot of carnitas, so it's okay.
Okay.
And then I move over. I get cheese. I get extra corn. I get a little bit of the hot. I don't get a lot of the hot.
Uva maji pique?
Because the way it goes in is how it come out. Okay. So then from there I get the guac on it. I
Oh.
don't get the guac on the side.
Mark, you're rich.
I get. Oh,
Thank you.
Captain. Yo, I don't
didn't
play
wanna
about
say
my
that
food,
yet.
man. I don't play about my foods, man. That's how I'm gonna get it.
And guac.
There's a lot of places to judge you here. I want you to know
and
that.
I don't get the big chips. I just get little chips.
I'm
Let me
not
get the-
judging.
Let me get the little chips.
The little chip is $2.10.
$2.10.
$2.10. Yeah, you spent like $20 at Chipotle already.
You did?
When they just buy me sick, it's just swipe,
On one bowl.
swipe it, please.
Yeah, I'm not judging, but you put steak, guac, and chips.
That's what I'm.
Damn,
Thank you,
see,
Gigi.
I
I'm
never-
not crazy.
I never looked at it that way. That's how I like it though. If it's not like that, my shit.
I can respect it. That's the bowl.
But my fiance be getting chicken. I be like, what's wrong with you?
I don't
The
have
chicken
a
don't
bowl
be good.
at Chipotle.
But anyway, why y'all judging me? What y'all put on y'all?
I don't have one.
This is content you're never gonna get anywhere else, guys.
So
2022. What's up?
right, and so the bowl that I make for my mom, I'm not a Chipotle eat. I'm not. It's never my first choice ever. But I really went basic for her. I did the brown rice, black beans. I did chicken. I did chicken for my mama. And then I did the hot. My mom loves spicy food. I did the hot. I did corn, fajitas. We did.
Oh, the fajita veggies.
Yeah, yes.
Oh, I hate
Fajita
those.
veggies.
It's so heavy. Stop buying a Bushman.
And then sour cream, lettuce, cheese,
No.
and the salsa. Not the hot, but like the other salsa. So like more of that. And that's what I get for my mom.
So, are you guys pretending you're not lactose intolerant?
I'm not.
I can be.
I'm not lactose intolerant.
Yo, I
don't
I know
believe
that
you.
might sound bad, but I kind of I hate the hard poop. I like my poop to come out real fast. so I'd rather be lactose intolerant because it just comes.
I mean, I'm
It just
not
be
though.
coming.
Mark, or eat more fiber in your diet.
Bobby's a struggle.
Are you one of those people?
No. Like it. Bra.
Listen,
Why when I say lactose intolerant, that's where it goes.
because come on, where else would it go?
I'm
I just didn't think we were going to get there that fast. I thought we were
I'm sorry. Explicit content.
Gigi's like, I thought we were gonna build.
Yeah.
I'm not lactose intolerant, which is crazy because I meet
why
so
you don't
many
get tea?
African American people who are.
You're Leona, but you are lactose. I feel like
I'm not.
all black people are lactose intolerant.
I'm telling you, I used to drink milk,
Tell us,
glasses.
what is lactose intolerant? Ask a Haitian mom. What is lactose intolerant?
What do you mean?
My mom said, "Chakombuelet."
No, Gigi, I can't co-sign.
This is lactose intolerant. Chakombuelet.
That's it. That's what that is. That
Chakombuelet.
I'm telling you, Gigi. I'm sorry. I can't
No,
agree.
but
Lactose. Let me see. Lactose
all
intolerant. Let
black
me Google it.
all- Oh, they don't. I don't think there's a word for that.
No, I'm telling
No.
you.
We're gonna be more educated this year.
We can be educated this year, but I can tell you
Monkey lactose.
I.
Lactose.
Hey Siri.
No. I'm not giving you my phone because you're gonna see how I started writing it.
What is going on?
Listen, 2022. I just want to preface. We have.
Marco Nicky, this is the name of the podcast. Lactose.
It's gonna have to be. It's gonna have to be because that's false,
not.
Gigi. I can drink a glass of milk. Well, I don't know. Well, what do you mean? What is lactose? Now I'm kind of curious.
Like your body cannot properly digest
Dairy.
lactose. Dairy.
No, yes, it can. My body can, and I say that now.
Intolérance lactose. They go ça veut dire en créole.
Oh
Intolérance. Nah, I've never heard my mom or parents.
no,
I've
no,
heard that.
never. They just
Because
say.
that's not a real word in Creole.
Yeah, you just digo ça. M'gen diarrhée.
Yeah.
Let them boil it m'gen diarrhée.
I used to drink
But
cups
one
of milk.
thing
Like that's what I'm saying. My mom, she would give me cups of milk to drink, and I'd be fine.
Va tout faire mal? Ok, après ça fait encore. C'est ça, va tout faire mal?
Yeah, that's it.
Woo, m'gon va te faire mal.
Gigi,
So Haitians don't say they gotta go. They say m'gon va te faire mal.
yourself. Yourself. Depuis hier, la kembe. What'd you eat?
Gaz.
Guys.
Gaz lié. Woo, wala get gaz dans toi.
I'm trying to tell you.
Gas can kill you.
Woo.
It can.
It really
It
can.
truly can.
But anyway, I think we went too far in the rice. But let's
We
just say,
did.
ladies, please, if you're gonna use rice, please use Walmart rice. Thank you.
And don't be like me.
And save your bag. Save the one you made for future use. Yeah.
All right.
Definitely.
So this podcast is our return, 2022, right? We've been talking about, this is a series, for example, for people who's listened to this pod for the first time. We are in our adulting series for this season. So we spoke about, our journey after high school and the college we chose and did not choose. We talked about,
That's
the
right.
process of the dorm, and just, we also tapped into a little bit of how our parents showed love and emotion,
Yeah.
and how we took it, and how we digested it, whether we did or did not. And then we got into a lot of personal business. And just so you know, episode 19, we're not gonna go there. Episode 20, yes, 19. We're not gonna go deep right now. We are gonna continue this series. We are gonna talk about how our relationships have been affected by the way we grew up and how our parents treated us in that period, to how it translated into our dating life. When we
Absolutely.
first started dating, whether it was right in college or whatever the time is you started dating, how did that affect you based on how your parents treated you, or even told you about what dating was, or,
Or even how Haitian culture frames
yeah.
dating.
Oh yes, that's what we're gonna get into. We're gonna dissect it, like we do with everything. We're gonna basically start from the beginning.
The beninging.
Yeah. Somebody just said that in the comments. It's like, yo, I'm Beverly on the stage.
You do beninging.
I don't know how she wrote it, but she wrote it like
But
you
she
said
spelled it right.
Exactly.
She
On
did.
So shout out to you. Yeah. So this year in 2022, since we're here, we're gonna implement 3 things. We're saying it here only because we want to keep ourselves accountable.
Yeah.
If we didn't do it, if we don't do it, please
Call us out
Yeah, hit us up on IG.
Privately.
Y'all
Things
say
like
y'all
this
wanna do
get me
this.
like nervous.
privately.
But we are gonna have a Patreon part on our link, on the link tree, where we'll have special episodes that not the person ain't going to Spotify and listen. We're gonna have exclusive episodes. We're gonna talk about exclusive topics, and that's also gonna be a way, since we have internal affairs and things that we talk about just amongst Haitians, so we can have a tier in our Patreon for internal affairs, things we need to discuss as a group.
That
of
came full
Haitians.
Oh,
circle. I like that. How like
that-
you
look at
didn't
that.
use it, and then like now here it is finding its place.
Yo, round of applause. You know what I'm saying? Because
Wow.
because it's gonna be some things we can't discuss to the whole public.
Yeah.
It's just we have to
especially after my company Christmas party.
Yeah. Eternal affair.
But what
That's
if
gonna
they,
be one of the tiers.
What if they hop on the Patreon?
Hey, listen, we have to approve. We have to approve everybody.
Let's just talk
I
about
would-
that.
Everybody.
I would be shocked.
If you want to pay to hear some stuff, that's what you're gonna have. You know, that's what we're gonna
Hilarious.
have some great discussions. We're gonna let you guys know all the insights and doing a lot of special things 2022. And also we're gonna have a line, a Google number. It's not gonna be an official number, unfortunately, but it's gonna be a Google number where we're gonna establish it for you guys to call in, drop notes, voice notes, call us about topics. We're gonna put topics out, and maybe we could even do a whole group chat, the zanmers group chat, where you guys throw topics in there.
Ooh.
And we discuss back and forth and what we should talk about and what we shouldn't, and all that great stuff. And I said 3, right?
Yeah, that was 3.
That was?
Group chat, phone number, and Patreon.
In Patreon.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's the only. Oh no.
Yes,
The
we
third
said
thing.
guests, right?
Yeah.
Third thing is we're gonna have guests. We're
Yeah, I
gonna
was like,
officially
that's-
have guests, right? We're gonna. So we're gonna use even the group chat or whatever to reach out to us if you want to be featured. Once we put out that number, that's gonna be one of the reasons.
Yell him.
ways. Yeah, you know the passcode. The passcode is Kuz. That's gonna be the passcode for you to
No, the passcode needs to be Bonje Menu.
Would you be new?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
I'm in.
Come
I'm
on,
in.
let's keep
I'm
it
in.
together.
I'm in.
Let's get it together, guys.
But yeah, we're gonna have that, and also one of the things I'm not gonna forget. I had it. I'm not gonna forget. Okay, so for people who watch the podcast, if you don't like listening to podcasts and you waiting for me or somebody in the HMP to drop videos for these episodes, you're gonna be waiting a while, all right? Nah, but thank God that I am busy. Like God has put my things on my plate, you know. Like he asked to eat. You know what I'm saying? God is putting food in my plate, and I appreciate it. I'm very grateful. Due to that, it's harder for me to edit the videos right on time. So this 2022, we're gonna reach out to somebody who wants to help us, a sponsor, or maybe even on the Patreon aspect. Maybe that's gonna be what brings the revenue to add an intern to help us edit this video.
We would
Say that again? What is it called?
An intern.
A what?
Yeah. We're gonna get an official HMP intern
Oh my goodness.
Did you hear that?
to help with the
Listeners?
videos.
Y'all.
So we can get timely. We can get stuff out there on a timely basis. We come out every other Tuesday. And also that's something we need to clarify for everyone who's listening for the first time. Our episode, not every Tuesday, every other Tuesday, we put out an episode to talk to you guys and share our stories. Yeah. Man, I don't wanna get into our topic. I'm gonna save that for next episode.
What?
Yeah, this
Can I
episode-
ask one question though? Just one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Since we're talking about adulting, I don't have an answer for this. So I'm just gonna throw it out.
Okay.
I love doing that. But I feel like we associate adulting negatively. So
Oh.
give me a positive thought that comes to your mind when you think about adulting, just so that way we can segue, because we're gonna get into the dirty of it all. But
Can I start?
Yeah, go ahead.
she's like, can I just say what I have to say?
Am I gonna win?
You don't have one.
Am I
No, you want.
I consider adulting to be a verb. It's like
Ouch.
yes, as a physical state, we are adults, but I feel like millennials have made adulting like a thing you can turn on and off. Right? Like working means I gotta turn on my adulting. Paying bills mean I gotta turn on my adulting. Other stuff.
Adulting.
Adulting. So it doesn't have to be negative. I just feel like a lot of the responsibilities can have a negative connotation. And so that's how whenever I'm like, I'm adulting or this is adulting, I mean as like an action.
You can go far with that, but that was good. That was.
I don't have one. Do you have one?
Mark said nothing has been positive.
No. I think
Gigi said you not that down bad.
I think I hosted Christmas. I hosted Christmas this year. I invited my parents. I thought this was gonna be an adult thing to do. They didn't come. My mom said, Fredia, ma vie no Fredia. We live Atlanta. Ma vie no Fredia. I've quitté Florida pour vous. I'm
gonna put a pin in that because I have lots of emotional questions to ask, but I know I can't ask right now.
So yeah, that was a thing. So I think that's a positive thing in adulting. I think we got to host, right? And you got to allow people to come to your home and take care of them, like, right? Be like, it's a lot, right? It's a lot.
It is.
I just realized how much it was.
So is our invite coming?
Yeah, of course.
Whoa, we gotta
because now I hosted, a group of people. Now I feel like, you guys are easy. It's totally.
I feel like the fact that I had to ask is not even genuine now.
So
no. That was already in the plan.
But I just want to know. So like, if you host a holiday party, right, and your parents are there, like, are they also gonna play in the games?
That was what I wanted to see, because
that would be hilarious.
We don't really play games. Imagine my mom playing taboo. Like,
no, I think that's fine. I think we should red light, green light. Come on.
God, I guess we really don't play games.
Yeah, we don't. We play
Stop
domino.
it now.
Domino.
Stop it right now, guys. We need to save this.
Domino,
Domino
7 jouer.
No, those are really
casino
good. Those are awesome.
That's it.
Awesome.
But
what about you, Leona?
Oh no, I thought we were gonna wrap it up. I thought we were gonna just wrap it up, then. You know what I'm saying? I was kind of on Mark's tip with like, but I think I can maybe swing it. But I think that the positive connotation to adulting is growth, no matter how painful it may be. I think that growth is the cliche answer that I have right now, but I definitely want to talk more and expand on that when we hit 20. That episode 20.
About to be 20.
So, I love it.
We're truly adulting at 20. I think we're getting there, guys.
We're getting there.
You're not truly adulting till you can legally drink.
You think so?
And I'll leave it.
I challenge that. What is adulting really? Because you can be 16 and be adulting.
Oh, what? No, you're not.
16?
You can be 16 and be adulting because you created a space for yourself or a circumstance where now you must adult.
No, you're not adulting.
I'm telling you. What if you had a kid?
Force.
Ooh. That's what I'm saying.
Why she trying to go to a topic when we're trying to leave?
I'm sorry. You're right.
All right.
We gotta put a pin in it.
Shout out to 2022. You know what I'm saying? We got a instrumental to let us out. 2022, keeping the same energy. If you made it to this year, you still listening to us. We appreciate you.
Amen.
Nous aimons. We love you. We appreciate the support. It's nothing but love.
Yeah.
I can't, explain it any other way. 2022, embark on this journey, man. Rock with us. Be adults with us, whether it's negative or positive.
Hopefully positive.
Turn it on and off.
We have a lot to get to next episode. So, see you next time, right?
Yeah.
That's it. See y'all in episode 20. This was episode 19 of the Haitian Millennial podcast. And if you didn't hear it, you're going to hear it again. What's good? It's Mark the Dreamer.
Hey, this is Gigi. And it's your girl Leona. And you are listening to the Haitian Millennial podcast.
So euphoric.
Let's get it.